Assad loses power. Wife files for divorce. Many such cases. Lose your country. Become a slave to Russia. Lose your bitch. Lose your money. Bro had a really bad week. Can we have a nice old-fashioned thread of weird, cringeworthy shit you did when you were younger? Be me, 15, in school. It's lunchtime. Crowds of people about. I played Assassin's Creed the night before and done that thing where you hold a button to quickly move through crowds, walk into a group of guys in my rear, do the animation of pushing through, put my hand on one of their backs and push gently. Immediately he turns around. What's this guy's problem? Everyone laughs. Quietly walk away with a stern look on my face, just like an assassin. Working the night shift at the asylum. Bored as fuck. Smoke a fat joint. Thugs come out of nowhere. Realize I'm about to die. Dark shadow comes down from the sky. Batman's here. Beats up the thugs. I thank him. He turns around and looks at me. Starts walking toward me. He looks at the joint in my hand. Remember, weed is illegal in Gotham City. My face went. Be Arthur Schopenhauer. Have autism. Can't stand loud noises. Some woman is being loud outside your room. Push her down the stairs. She gets partially paralyzed due to it. Refuse to pay any money until the court orders you to. Write an essay on why only dumb people can tolerate loud noises and that being loud should be made illegal. Be Sergei Tabaritsky. Born out of wedlock as a Jewish Russian. Support the monarchy. RussianRevolution.exe. Flee to Germany. Attack random politician with umbrella. Take drugs with friend. Try to kill other politician while on drugs. Fail, but kill other guy. Other guy's son ends up writing Lolita because of the trauma. Nazis come into power. Work with the Gestapo. Lose war. Leave Berlin and live peacefully. Be me. Find berry. Tell Unga to eat berry. Unga eat berry. Unga fall suddenly. Unga sleep for 3 moons. Unga still sleep. Not sure if berry safe. Better design than PS5. Better hardware. Better UI. No fucking games. Pain. Physically weak. Even the strongest specimens have only 1/10 the strength of a bear. Intelligent. Only about half the population intelligent enough to make a difference. Babies take 9 months to be born, about 15 years before they are useful. Body too hot for semen to be produced. Testicles need to be outside the body. Put them in the warmest place possible. Why has humanity survived this long with such an idiotic design? Have a formula for a game that your niche audience enjoys. Slowly change it to appeal to a wider audience. It's shit and your core fanbase now hates you. Some small studio picks up your game formula. They make the biggest game of the year while your studio is facing layoffs. It's like some divine justice. Have a car. Use it to your advantage to steal a bike. What? The Yorks are many in number and are stampeding towards the party. What do? I cast heal wounds on Ranlar's legs. Ranlar is at full health. That won't. I cast it on his legs. Come on, man, don't. We might have to get away quickly. He needs to be able to run. David, my character was paralyzed from birth. You can't just, I cast heal wounds on Ranlar's legs. If Eric wants to roleplay in a wheelchair, he should be able to, and I should be able to fix a liability in our team, Ranlar's withered legs. Fine, David. If you want to waste your turn, go for it. Cast heal wounds on Ranlar's legs. Nat 20. Ranlar slowly rises from his wheelchair. Yell, "You're welcome, David," as he storms out of the room. Be me. Be 19. Be Korean. Have to do mandatory military service. Fuck my life.jpg. One night randomly get called up from barracks, ordered to secure Parliament building. What the fuck is going on? Get to Parliament. Police yell at us to leave. Politicians yell at us to leave. We have orders.wav. Getting near main Parliament chamber. Random guy sprays us with fire extinguisher. Fuck my life.png. Suddenly people start clapping and cheering. They say they passed a vote. District commander orders us to return to barracks. What the fuck? Go back to barracks. Turn on TV. My face when I was part of a failed coup. Invades half of the world. Complains about being invaded. What did they mean by this? I know that Musk's Doge was a highly advertised Trump campaign promise. This is the definition of cronyism. You give me money, I give you a nice job in government with lots of influence. USA famously dealt with its corruption like that by legalizing it and calling it lobbying. Corruption level 0. No, I will not get out of your way and ride on the pavement. That's against the highway code. You must stay behind my slow ass, and if you dare pass me without giving me at least 1,000 feet of space, I will capture you on my GoPro and report you to the authorities. Proceeds to, ignore red lights, ignore give-way lines, ignore stop signs, check phone, swerve everywhere like a drunk, ignore buses pulling out, rule 223, still rides on the pavement when it's convenient. They're like the little bureaucrats of the road. Strongest and most feared man in the galaxy, does nothing but job any time he's on screen, has never won a straight one-on-one fight.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
I thought democracies and republics were two different things. Blows up 1 million public sector workers. B, please don't fucking text and put your goddamn seatbelt on. Be on patrol. Dispatcher sends me to highway crash. Go. First to arrive. Ambulance and fire truck is about 5 minutes ETA. 3-car crash. 1 is on fire. Look at skid marks at least 2 cars past the median into oncoming traffic. Cars got destroyed. Rushed a car on fire. Completely crushed. Body is sprawled all over the road, ejected through the windshield. Holy fuck. Rushed to the center car. 4 people in car, all teenage girls. They have about 80% of all their body parts attached. Chunks of brains and organs are lying everywhere. The 2 in the back seat don't have faces. Glass shards littered throughout their heads. Neck is slightly blown off. Arm is missing. Both girls' legs snapped off at the knees. Blood everywhere. Check the front. 1 in passenger doesn't have anything above her breasts. Head is in the fucking driver's lap. Brain matter and blood all over the front windshield. Her organs are spread all over the compartment drawer. The driver was the only one wearing a seatbelt. She is staring in complete and total shock. Scrapes and parts of her face missing. Right hand isn't attached to her arm. Shoes were blown away, with feet still inside. She is still fucking alive. Ribs slightly sticking out through where her stomach used to be. She turns her head. Her friend's fucking head is in her lap. She starts screaming. She might bleed out soon. Nothing I can do for her. Go to 3rd car. Hear man moaning for help. He is slumped in his seat. He must have been the one that called 911. He won't be able to walk again. Ambulance finally arrives. It didn't have to happen. The girl was texting. She killed 4 people. Her friend's blood is on her hands. They didn't wear seatbelts. Ultimately led to the 3 corpses turned into ping pong balls that would bombard the only survivor, the driver. B, please don't fucking text and drive. Dursleys fucking hate Harry. Harry is no doubt a financial burden to them. Harry is a freak in their eyes and a possible danger. Magic School offers to take Harry away for most of the year for the rest of his childhood. Dursleys get upset at this and demand to keep him. Stupid fucking series. Remember my 4-year-old daughter, Gordon? She's grown now, Gordon. Fuck my daughter, Gordon. Please, Gordon. Just rail her already, Gordon. What the fuck was his deal? Gets caught liking porn. Makes likes private. His ex-wife blocks him. Changes the way blocking works. Notices everyone on his post comments is shitting on him. Announces he will penalize any tweet deemed as negative. Masterful gambit, sir. Visit whore. Ready to lose my V-card so people stop teasing me. She opens the door. Smiles, tilts her head and says, "Aw," gives me a hug and pats my head. "Honey, you don't do this. Go home and find a nice girl." What the fuck did I do? Fat Shark without fail. Releases game unfinished. Instead of fixing the sorely unfinished shit as a priority, they set a skeleton crew on the job directly post-release. They will now do a console port to Xbox for the next 3 to 6 months. Enjoy your unfinished game. After that time, they come back and drop some content nobody asked for, and due to general incompetence, usually break 20 other things. Then they fuck off for 2 months of vacation because it's Sweden, and they don't do rolling holidays, then repeat for PS5 port, lol. We are here. Once this is over, the game will finally get some actual quality updates. We are on the brink of crafting getting improved, and in Vermintide 2, they eventually released Chaos Waste, a really cool roguelike game mode. But then they instantly fuck off to work on a sequel and they make that instead, and you can't help but feel fucking scammed. The sole reason anyone puts up with any of this beyond shit is because the core gameplay is good and no other dev does horde shooters slashers right at the moment, gameplay-wise. This fact may be about to change, because Fat Shark had most of their combat team fuck off. The safe bet is that this will turn the next game's combat into dog shit. A hole that manifests all your fears if you jump into it. What would you have seen? 2 men kissing or being intimate in any form. We don't want mentally ill, violent, homeless people carrying knives in our town. "No, I defended your freedoms, you stupid fuck!" Proceeds to fuck up the entire town. Who was in the wrong here? Didn't finish off MR event quests before taking a hiatus from Rise. Knocked out the easy ones, just have a few marathon arena hunts. Not looking forward to soloing those, and nobody joins when I make a lobby. Inanimate objects have genders, which are totally arbitrary, and you just have to know. How the fuck were the genders determined in the first place? Silent letters, subtle pronunciation. This language is so unphonetic that unless you see the word spelled out, you really don't know half the time what's being said. Numbers. 95 in French is quatre-vingt-quinze, literally 2415, as in 20 times 4 plus 15. This is how they say the number 95, for example. No further comment needed. Extremely burdensome system of conjugation that requires knowing 10 versions of each word. How did such dumb fuckery evolve naturally? Jesus straight up heals a blind man with some dirt and spit in the Bible. It's not even interpretable in any other way. He literally rubs his eyes and magically cures him. Why are you too afraid to defend what is written in black and white on the pages of the Bible? He doesn't want to admit that Jesus hock tua and spit on that thing. Be me, male nurse, need pen, check my front pocket, find a rectal thermometer. Some asshole has my pen. Because the Air Force is the closest thing we have to mecha anime IRL, think about it. Brave hero pilots going off to war in extravagant multi-billion-dollar machines, technology out the ass, massive support system dedicated solely to sucking the pilot's dick, literally like 100 non-pilots for every pilot. Techno-cyberpunk nonsense-filled cockpit. Crazy fucking look at that guy and kill him style war machines. Can't take out crazy fucking war machines too often because the animation bill is too large. When combat does come, it lasts for 5 minutes and is the most spectacular thing in the world. Immediately after, it's right back to stupid minor social problems at the airbase. The Air Force is literally Gundam, but somehow more gay. Basically unknown composer, hired to compose the most goated music themes of GTA 4 and San Andreas just for fun. Never did anything major afterwards. How is Rockstar able to find such talent out of nowhere? Humans have existed for 100,000 years. Archaeologists have discovered human skulls with perfectly preserved and intact teeth, not even a single cavity. Fast forward to modern times. Suddenly humans have to brush our teeth twice a day, every single day, or our teeth will rot and fall out. Also, just for fun, look up caries vaccine and why we don't have one. It's because all of the sugar everywhere in our diet. People from Pompeii, for instance, had perfectly good teeth even when they were like 40, lol. I traveled to Spain. Here's what I did. Killed a giant sea monster. Sold green herbs to a shady individual in a back alley. Bought contraband from said individual. Killed peasants for money. Saw my friend get killed by a giant tentacle thing. Explored the castle and 360 no-scoped the Castellan. Infiltrated a top-secret island base. When I returned from my trip, I bought a copy of Resident Evil 4 Biohazard 4 and played through it. It's a fun game. I recommend it. You can't let a cat go outside, ever. It's cruel to let cats explore the environment that evolution spent millions of years adapting them to. You need to keep them trapped in a tiny dark room eating processed slop for their entire life. Anything else is unethical. Play casual mode. Join official, trademark, Valve server. See enemy sniper and jump into him. It was just the oldest spray in TF2. Remember playing in a Valve spray disabled by default server. My face went. An absolute classic. One of the best gangster movies. An R-Tour production. Multiple scenes of an underage prostitute selling herself for pastries. What the fuck, TV? What the fuck? Ex-Submariner here, telling you this game is 10 for 10 for submarine games and games in general. Booted up the B128 beta update for the new tutorial and have not looked back. I love the early start so I can really wreak havoc the Pacific and reap the rewards. Star Patrol. Sync to British merchants. Get message that I need to sync a merchant with top secret info on board. Merchant is in a battle group with a battleship in the front and back group. 2 small cruisers flank each side of the battle group. NBD, I'm submarine man. I know World War II tactics. Go deep. Sneaky sub into middle of battle group. Pop up and send torpedoes flying in every direction. Target sinks. Dive. 1 cruiser turns towards sinking ships and catches a whiff of me. Turn. It's quiet. Stop diving thinking I'm safe. Explosions. Damage report. Engine room has no power and flooding everywhere. Sink to crush depth. Notice I left 1 noisy piece of equipment on. 1 mistake killed Captain Klaus and his merry men. 10 out of 10. Would spend another 40 minutes on a mission to be sunk in such an epic fashion. Be paranoid schizo. Start to suspect everyone at work hates me. Don't have any reason to believe that, just go on vibes, so I think it's just my paranoia acting up. Got fired because 3 coworkers I trusted the most conspired against me and stabbed me in the back. My life is a joke. Play adult game. It has an interesting and long story. Eventually get bored of the adult part, just focus on the story. Game forces sex scenes on me and slows down my progress on the story. Unforgivably poor acting even 2 decades after he started. Successful throughout his entire career, beloved by men and women of all ages. His best role is in The Matrix, where him being wooden, stiff, and slightly confused looking is in character. I don't think there's anyone else that's coasted harder merely on good looks and vibes. Besiege and occupy an entire nation. Destroy their entire army. At this point, the enemy ruler rules over nothing. Hey, I know I just destroyed your entire kingdom and occupy everything you rule, but you can have all of that back. I'm just gonna take some land the size of Wallachia from you. But don't worry, I'll do the same exact thing 25 years from now, just to annex barely any land at all. Is this really how war was done from 1444 to 1821? Get to timber. Other teams already dead. Apply pressure. No response. Open doors and run by. They rattle bullets out every time from crouching hiding spots. Ask them if they plan on playing the fucking game. No response. Team tries pushing repeatedly, shotgunned from a corner every time, revived multiple times. This goes on for 15 minutes until we get sick of it and push out of sheer boredom. We all die. Crouch shotgun blasts from corners. Welp, now I know why I've never heard of this game, lol. It'll rot. Why? Wake up at 3 a.m., take a block of cheese, wrap it in salami, eat it. I feel like a god. Give everyone hundreds of free games, pay off developers for exclusivity, still get absolutely BTFO by Steam. Why did gamers snub EGS? 5-5, socially awkward, constantly reads books all alone, turns the third world shithole that barely produced guns into an industrial superpower in 10 years. BTFO Nazis, BTFO Jews. Send the Soviet Union into the space, and would BTFO Americans too if not for assassination. Die, lose access to Steam games, can't give them to a family member in a will. You will own nothing and be happy. The feeling when I've browsed 4chan for 15 years now. Every moment I get a chance, I'm on 4chan. Yeah, I've had a few weekends where I didn't browse, but for the majority of the time, it's 4chan. If I had put the effort into commenting and posting on other social medias, I would be somewhat known by now. Could have even started some kind of relationship, maybe. Instead, I chose to spend my time here being anonymous. Now this website is dying, and my time here will mean nothing. Gabe is 61, likely to die before he hits 75. The second he dies, a power vacuum appears not just within Valve and Steam, but all of PC gaming. Assume worst case scenario. New Valve CEO takes on the normal profit-first motivations. Either sells to Microsoft or makes Steam worse in some way. First thing to go would be Proton. Then the settings that allow you to log into the library page instead of the store. Then the ability to turn off the second window of ads that pop up each time you open Steam. Suddenly, you have to use Windows to play PC games. Steam sales slowly get worse over the course of a year until they're just not worth it anymore. Steam starts changing the way they make profit from their store in ways that harm indie devs. This is an actual fear I have. Can someone tell me if I'm being a dumbass, or is PC gaming really being held up by one old fat guy? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious profile of a Tinder whore, while I read it, nearly swiping, suddenly I spied her typing. Kids, still want them. Starts the gripping, even though I'm 44. 'Tis impossible, I muttered, having kids at 44. Chance of offspring? Nevermore. Builds one of the biggest crime empires, murders people, bribes politicians, terrorizes street and innocent people, turns New York into crime fest, threatens honest earners, owns all shady businesses that are full of filth. One of the main reasons why streets are unsafe. We have le ethics. We believe in le God. No druggerino, okay? Be apocalypse survivor. Borderline sociopathic personality. Control freak. Hittable face, bad haircut, thinks he's a great leader even though he's really not. Believe that the end justifies the means. New girl comes and challenges his authority. End up in a fight with her. Get shot by a kid and die. Be Season 2 Kenny. Pick unrelated.
Refinery mission. No Molly. Make it known to my teammates that we don't have Molly with us by spamming the mule button with a macro. Molly! Reverberates throughout the caves. Driller takes issue with it. Please stop. Oh shite, we didn't bring the mule. I continue. Please stop spamming. Driller pleads. Make me, I tell him. Continue to inform every resident of Hox's 4 that the mule is missing. Later, during refinery, fixing a pipe driller, blows us both up. Don't res him, he begs the scout. I tell him I'm host, he doesn't care. Scout reses me, doesn't res driller. My man. It's not cool if we don't have a mule, I tell him. That rhymed. Engie reses him eventually. Kills me again later. Winds around a bit more. Kick him. Now I can keep telling everyone about the missing mule uninterrupted. Fuck you, driller. I will keep calling for Molly as long as I live.
Casually kills Ubisoft hundreds of years after his death. How did he do it?